to FM24. It's me, MattyG. We're here with Hertford Town. And here's the status of things. We're top of the table. Are we clear top? Well, we have a game in hand over Biggleswade Town, who we play this coming week, this coming month. And we've had some real interesting fixtures. Have a look at the schedule here. Since the last time we played Walton Abbey and Ware, respectively, and Stotfold. We got a loss against Kings Langley, picked up a 1-0 win. There was a 4-4 draw against Welwyn Garden City, not so great there. But then, apart from another draw, it's pretty much been a win streak. We are unbeaten in quite a few games at the moment. Next up, we've got Leighton Town, which we'll see here. And then we'll probably skip the Barton Rovers game, and I'll come back from the Biggleswade Town game. That's going to be important to finish this one. That one we really need to win. There has been some changes within the squad. If I have a look at the tactics, probably the easiest way of doing it at the moment. We've got two new centre-backs. Two new centre-backs. We've got lots more than two new centre-backs. We've got four, that's the word. 4 back lineups. Tony Williams comes in at right back. He's better than the ones that we've been having. So Connor Clark has dropped down. We've also got Chamberlain Guile, pretty solid little player there. Charlie O'Keefe has played really well since coming in. Obviously, as you can see, the first two here haven't had played a game yet. They're new signings. Idol Osima has come in mostly to replace, and I forget the gentleman's name now. He wanted to leave, so we got rid of him. I forget his name, but he's gone. Doesn't really matter. So that's a new back line up there. We've also got a new midfielder in Jake Gee. And that was only able to get Jake Gee in because Brian Garzon is on his way to Portsmouth at the end of the year. He's joining Portsmouth at the end of the year. He had, what was he at the time? I think it was a 8.8 average at the time when they came in and signed him in the window. It was a bit of bad luck on our part. But it doesn't matter because it doesn't stop there. We also managed to get a second striker in Finley Lovett. He's not a bad guy. He's poacher, which is fine because what he does have that Mr. Hoff doesn't is he has 12 finishing ability and he's got fantastic natural fitness. So he can play all day long. Unfortunately, he's not been performing too well. So, the Hoff still scores goals. So you can't drop someone who's scoring. And obviously, we've still got our other two defenders here, our old central defensive pair. They come in every now and then. They'll be able to play games as well. But we thought we'd start the new ones. One further added bonus that I completely and utterly nearly passed over. Harry Whiteling, new goalkeeper. Hasn't been that great, but then nor was any of the others. Sam Ward has been a little bit better, if you like. But if we compare the two for Hertford Town, Sam Ward's there, you'll notice that Whiteling is just a little bit better everywhere around, and he just lacks a little bit in the distribution. So with that, he should be better. Only time's really going to tell. Total appearances 8. Total appearances 20. He's only conceded 14. He's conceded 43. 3 clean sheets, only the 1 so far. We'll see how things go. Bearing in mind his distribution is lower, his pass percentage rate is better. Left-footed, right-footed, slightly taller and slightly heavier. So 2 young goalkeepers vying for that top spot. Both 20 years of age. We're leaning towards Harry more than Sam at present. But anything can change. Both are on 2-year contracts, or at this rate, it's another year and a half. And with that, we're going to jump straight into a press conference. Haven't done one of these in a while. As things stand, the chase for the Southern League Division 1 Central title is in your hands. Do you believe you are favourites to go on and lift the title? This is always a tricky one. So I want to be positive, but I'm not going to go too positive. So we're going to say I can see why people would make us favourites. You've delighted a lot of the expectations, blah, 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 blah. Do you think you can keep it going? Again, don't go over too confident. How much do you want to get revenge? Oh, yes, please. Very much positive now. I really want revenge. they have a good team. So, yeah, I'm going to go, yeah, that one. So, he's Glenn Flynn is winning a lot of plaudits. My words are not coming out tonight. For what many perceive to be his overachievement. Yes, I do, but I'm going to remain neutral. I want us to put on a show for the bigger crowd. I'm hoping on a fan day, especially, we can get a fair few goals through the door. It will work wonders for us. So we're going to go out on attack on that one. That's not a problem at all. We're going to stay neutral for the rest of these, just because he does ask a lot of questions when you're in the lower leagues. There we go. That one's done and dusted, and we're going to go straight to the match. Right, here we go. Match day, Hertford Town, and we're taking on Leighton. Is it Leighton? Or Leighton? Let's have a look, yeah. Leighton Town. I'm going to call it Leighton Town, why not? We're taking on Leighton Town. Hopefully we can get some good goals in here on a fan day. Doesn't look like we've got actually a lot of crowd in, so we do need to get more fans, because at the moment we got no fans. Oh, here we go. And first highlight is for Hertford Town on 2 minutes. There is Guy. Osman's going to knock it in all the way across to Osborne. The perfect start. Tyrese Osborne putting away yet another goal this season. Osmi takes a nice throw into Guy and then gets the ball back with a whipping cross. Osborne's there over two defenders, heads it straight in the top corner. Beautiful start. Looks like we've got another highlight in the same area. This time Jeremiah picks it up, whips the ball in towards Osborne again. 2-0. Quick succession, 4 minutes in. The fans have got to be loving this. This is exactly what we wanted. I mean, I'm going to have to give him a shout. Praise that lad. Well done for those 2 goals. Absolutely perfect start. Perfect. We know our defence can be our weak point. Our attacking side has always been top notch. And this is without the Hoff scoring. Absolutely beautiful. Another one. Corner gets whipped in. O'Keefe is there to pick it up. Brings it in. Jeremiah picks up the ball. Has a crack. Doesn't go very far. Chamberlain out to Guile. There goes Williams. Running it in. Ooh, aims for that corner and barely misses. I am just going to slow up the highlight speed a little bit, because I cannot call it that quickly. We haven't had a highlight for a while. Team seems to be happy. Oh, I'll give up. Williams with a corner. Sweeps it towards the far post. The ref blows for a penalty. It must have been a push in there. I didn't see it myself, but a penalty's been called, and Osborne's going to step up for the hat-trick. He plays it down the middle as cool as you like. Tyrese Osborne, 13th goal of the season. Hat-trick hero on the night in 24 minutes. The fans are absolutely loving this. Straight down the centre, keeper sent the wrong way. Happy days. Oh, it's telling us to play for set pieces. I'm not changing a thing at the moment. We're having a wonderful time. Martinez for Leighton to get a long ball out towards Sales. A ball gets head back towards the keeper. Keeper comes out, knocks it forward. There goes Osmay down on the left hand side into Jeremiah. Sweeps the ball in. There's the Hoff. Was that a save or a miss? I believe it was a save. We've got a corner out of it. We're going to get the corner as a highlight. Yes, we are. 3-0. Williams for an in-swinger towards the far post. Ball comes in. Osama's there. Good hands by the keeper. Goes out for yet another corner. Martinez may have started off badly in this game, but he's starting to pick up the pace now. O'Keefe with this corner. Again, it's going to go far post. The Hoff is lingering. The Hoff raises and he does not get to that ball. And the ball goes harmlessly out. Approaching a half time. It's 43 minutes played. Probably not going to get another highlight this half. We do. And this time it's Leighton playing out from the back. Throw in. There's Smith on the far right hand side. Playing infield slightly to Salt. Up towards Hayes. Hayes looking for a ball to play into. He does. He finds Smith again on the overlap. An infield to what looked like nowhere. Williams was able to get on the ball. Gee knocks it out towards Osborne, who misses out in the air. And a ball gets played over the top towards Crow. Keeper comes out. Derry John Crow pulls one back for the visitors. It was a nice goal. Lawrence just plays it out to Snuez. I don't know how to say that. Ball knocks over the top. Crow's there. Keeper comes out. He's got no chance. He just taps it round the keeper and into the back of the net. Not a bad goal. The Hoff is not having a great game. He's not having a great game at all, is he? We're just going to... Yeah, I just think we can do better. Simple as that. Defence. You keep going, but you can do better as well. Keep going, you can do better as well. And I'm not going to say attack, I'm going to go individual, and I'm going to say I'm not happy. He seems motivated by that. So hopefully the Hoff's going to suddenly come out from nowhere. I am also going to give him a little instruction, just shoot more often and roam from position a little bit, as we do have a throw-in with Williams. Plays it to Osborne, gets it back, looks for the cross. Short crossing towards Osborne, dinks it towards the back post. Oh, that could have been an own goal. Osborne managed to get it back into play. Ball's cleared, but only as far as Osmay. That's the end of that one. And now we play another highlight on the 55th minute. This time it's Leighton to try and break away. Ball comes forward towards Crows. Good tackle by Garzon. Chamber Gale knocks it over the top towards G, but it was a poor ball. But G does get there. He knocks the ball through. There's the Hoff. This should be in. It's the Hoff, scored again. 36th goal of the season. This man's unstoppable. I mean, we've been calling him the Hoff. Maybe he should be called the Terminator, because he's just annihilating defence. When the ball first got played over, it looked like we had screwed up there. But Guy able to pick that ball up and played a beautiful through ball into the Hoff. Blenner Hassett tucked it away for his 36th goal of the season as well. Just adds beauty. Do I want to? I'm going to keep my changes, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Into the 65th minute, 4-1 up. You can't complain with that. With Whiteling about to do a long sweeping ball out from the back. It doesn't work to our effect, and Leighton now have a chance to break away. Ball gets played over the top towards Batterson. Crows running towards the keeper. Easy holding for Whiteling. His distribution has been a problem in the past, and he has got a low rating. Can he make a pass count? He goes for the long ball over the top. The Hoff manages to let it fall on the back of his head and bounce off. It wasn't a very successful venture there. And Leighton have now got a string of passes together. Lawrence easily picks it up in the centre of the midfield, knocks it out wide. Snellis, I'm going to call him Snail. Snail has the ball there, it runs down towards the left-hand side. Williams, nice to intercept. Can we get it clear? Can we turn this to our advantage with Williams? Chale knocks it forward. There's Guy. Knocks it over the top towards the Hoff. Could he be through? He's only got the keeper to beat. He's let the defender get back, and in between him and the goal. I am going to jump into substitutions, and I am going to be taking Charlie O'Keefe off. And I haven't got a defender. I forgot to put one of the defenders on. Okay, so we're not going to make that change. Garzon with the ball from the corner. A failed corner by the sounds of it. And a failed highlight, really. Osama breaks through onto the left-hand side towards Jeremiah. Back down, all the way back to O'Keefe. O'Keefe's going to look for a pass. Goes into Garzon, turns, knocks it forward to the Hoff. Hoff's going to look out towards Chow, back into Guy. Hoff's now trying to make a break down the centre. He doesn't get seen, but Jeremiah does, who has a long drill. And he scores his 10th goal of the season. Samuel Jeremiah. Every one of the attackers are in on this now. We've got Jeremiah, Osborne and Balen Hassett all scoring beautiful goals. I suppose all we really need now is G to score a goal. Now it is time to make some sort of change. I'm just trying to look see what we can do. What I have got, I've got defender on the left. Really, we want the one on the right. Guy's played beautiful, so we'll bring Jakin Williams in just to give him a rest. I can see a highlight going on in the background. Doesn't look promising for us. It's actually making me a little bit concerned, but we'll fare with it. I'm going to give Finley Lovett a game because we're 5-1 up. I can't see us losing this. And the Hoffs already scored as that highlight did end. Approaching the 80th minute mark. Changes have been made. And Smith has a throw-in for Leighton. Crow, back to Smith. Finds Lawrence in the field. Lawrence into Hayes. Turns. Looking to pass it out towards Snails. Doesn't. Osborne intercepts. Chow now with the ball. Over to Osborne. All the way back to Chamber Gale. Chow in the middle. It's just beautiful passing football now as Williams and Chow will combine. Making the ball go forwards. There's Watkins. Back to O'Keefe. This is very patient build-up in the rain. Garzon loses out towards Lawrence. Maybe we should go a bit more direct with our passing at the moment. We'll wait till the highlights over and then we'll change things as Crow loses out to Garson. Watkins plays it ball forward towards Lovett. He tries to turn and does successfully. Gets the ball out to Jeremiah on the far left-hand side wing. He's running at pace. Aims at goal. And the keeper somehow fluffs that and allows it to go past his near post. And Jeremiah picks up his second of the game and his 11th goal in total. That was poor goalkeeping. I am going to quickly change that instructions to go super direct. I think it's always better to go direct in the rain. It was poor goalkeeping. And I think the defenders knew that as well because they weren't happy with their goalkeeper there. We're at full time. It was a fantastic win. The fans loved it. I loved it. 6-1. You can't beat that. Now we just need to keep this going. Really. Nice, good. Yeah, I'm pleased with the performance, but we need to move on. Knowing ourselves to become too comfortable. It's better that's the one for me. That's the one for me. That's about as good a win as you're likely to see. It was fantastic. And not only are we top with a game in hand, but our closest rivals to the title at the time were Biggleswade Town. We're now 3 points ahead of them with that game in hand still. The downside is our local rivals in Ware are now 2 points behind us, making that Biggleswade Town game even more important than it was a moment ago. Things are getting interesting. Hertford Town versus Leighton Town. It was a success as a fan day. Yes, it was. 372 people were here at Hertford Park. And I reckon that is going to make a difference in the coming games of the rest of the season. We're going to have a little boost in crowd. That would be nice. It brings more money into the club. And that's definitely what we need. New signing alert. Mika Anthony, 19-year-old winger. We brought in, he plays predominantly on the right-hand side, but can play on the left as well. He's been brought in not to replace anyone in the starting squad at the moment, just yet. He could do in the future, who knows, but he has been brought in on a 2-year deal for free, £50 a week, and instantly we have a nice little value of him, and that's without him playing any games. Sounds like a good player. He's played 9 games for Hanwell Town and he's a former player of QPR, obviously from their youth system. But at 19 years old, he's got a blistering amount of natural fitness. Blistering? I was looking at pace and the words just came out. He's got a little bit of pace. He's got a lot of acceleration, good agility. The aggression I always find a bit worrying. Flair, I'm not really fussed at. Determination is something that I really liked about him. And the fact that he's on the plus side of 10 for the first touch, his crossing is a little better than Osborne's as well. And he can pass. He can pass. At this rate, you just need him to be above 5, really. Anything above 5 and you're golden. Looks like Therese Osborne does have an issue. It's probably due to the new signing. So let's have a look what he's worried about. It doesn't need to become an issue yet, but he's a little concerned. I thought he would do. I'm going to try and convince him. He might backfire, but let's try and convince him. He's encouraged. It worked out great. Worked out beautiful. Here we go. Here we go. Yet another signing. Shane Hutchinson. Now he's signed playing in a striking position. However, I've not actually got him for a starting position in that specific place. The idea is he can play as a shadow striker behind the Hoff. And also that way we've got a striker that we can rotate if we need to as well. He really does look good. He's got roughly the same pace, stamina. He's got the acceleration, which I quite like, especially if you're going to break away as a shadow striker. He needs to have some passing skills. He has that. Technical skills, he has that. He's got concentration and composure. Kind of need that. Anticipation, so he can help out on the way back. Off the ball, footwork rate is absolutely fantastic. He can dribble. His finishing's better, and his first touch is better. He's perfect to back up the Hoff. And if you have a look, he's actually been around for a while at 23. He came up from the Norwich youth system, moved on to Braintree, Farnborough, Hartley Whitney, and now Hertford Town. Again, £60 a week. This one's only for the remainder of the year. However, he does have play 5 games, a year's contract extension included in his deal. So, we're looking forward to keeping this lad on for at least another year. And again, if it doesn't work out, we should be able to make a couple of quid on him anyway, which is always good for the board. With that, the Hoff has some issues. So I'm guessing this is going to be the same thing. He's worried. You've got nothing to worry about. You, my friend, have nothing. With 36 goals, you're not getting out of the team. Promise you that. Occasionally you may be dropped the odd game, but other than that, not to worry. Well, that's the game against Barton over and done with. 5-2 victors. Still retaining a 3-point lead over Biggleswade Town, who we play next. That's a biggie. Increased our lead over Ware, who obviously must have lost their match. They lost their match 5-3. It's a bit awful. We do have some bad news, though. New signing Hutchinson had to come off. Playing the shadow striker role with an injury. Not very good. And the other downside is we conceded 2 against the bottom 8 table club, who have a goal difference of minus 41. The exact opposite of our 41 plus goal difference. We just keep scoring. It looks like we have more than one injury to deal with. Charlie Leach. Thankfully, I think he's on loan at the moment. He's out for 4 months, so poor old Charlie Leach. And it looks like Shay Hutchinson is 1 to 3 days. Not as bad as I thought. And there's a confirmation. Shay Hutchinson out for 2 to 3 days. It says 1 to 3, but I think we'll probably go with a hamstring, tight hamstring, 2 to 3 days. It was his first game. And obviously, when you sign them on a free, they haven't played many games up until that point. So hopefully, he will push on. Our unbeaten streak reaches 10 games unbeaten, which is fantastic. In those, is these the 10 games, or it just shows us what was on there? So there we go. I mean, we could go through the highlights, but with 7 goals, we'd be here all night. Okay, we've we've pulled a hell of a little transfer twisty Rooney surprise here. Dominic Rogerson. We've signed him from Sevenoaks Town. It says on a free transfer. It wasn't a free transfer. It was £10. Everyone was going in for him. And every time that happens, we never normally get a player. So I gave him the contract he wanted. And I also added a £10 fee. And lo and behold, we've got the guy. We've got Dominic Rogerson as our goalkeeper. He's one of ours. He's one of our own now. His stats, by the way, for this level are absolutely fantastic. I mean, his aerial reach, command of area, communication. His first touch is poor, but we're not asking him to play out from the back. His handling's good. His kicking's okay. One-on-ones are better. His passing's better. His reflexes, his rushing out tendencies are a little lower, which is great. We don't want rushing out too much. Throw-in's pretty good. The aggression I'm a little worried about, but it is what it is. He's got 11 bravery, which is fantastic. Agility, acceleration. I mean, let's be fair. for a goalkeeper at this level, he is really top notch, and he's played 29 appearances for Sevenoaks, and he's conceded 28 goals, which is, to be honest, better ratio than what most of our goalkeepers are. So if we compare him, again, we're going to use Sam, just because he's been our regular. I mean, there's no comparison there. He's astronomically better in nearly every department. The only one that even comes close is eccentricity. And if you go by the coaching reports, it's night and day. Absolute night and day. He's a 20 appearance, 43 conceded. So he should be an absolute beast. But we will compare him with our current new signing as well, Harry Whiting, who has played a few games for us. 10 games in total, has conceded 17. Not the greatest return. But if you have a look here, the only difference is he's slightly better in the air, is Harry. And he's ever so slightly better at mental. Other than that, he's just got beaten out of the park, really, when it comes to goalkeeper comparisons. New goalkeeper in, we've signed him, he's ours. So we have made a couple of changes going into this one. Dominic Rogerson, the new goalkeeper, is in. I mean, we had to, we had no choice there. Chikawa is in over, I forget the gentleman's name now, the other fellow newbie. He's in because he's slightly taller, he's got a better aerial reach, and Biggleswade Town are very good at set pieces, and they've got an absolutely beast of a midfield, as well as a striker pair that are scoring goals for fun. Other than that, it's pretty much as it was. Hutchinson's back from his injury, although probably won't see out the full game, and obviously we cannot take the Hoff out of this team. Not at the moment. He's on blistering form. So Lovett's going to have to wait for his chance. There's no two ways about it. On the backups, we do have James Dutton that can come in on the left-hand side. He's always been reliable from the get-go. He's now playing off the bench, so hopefully if he does need to, he can come in. Watkis, although he scored a beautiful goal in the last game, which you didn't get to see, he's dropped out of the team sheet purely to bring Chael in, who's more of a consistent performer in the midfield area, especially against a very attacking Biggleswade team. At least that's the game plan. That's what we're going with. We need this win. We're at home. Bumper crowd expected. New signing on the side. Top of the league. Second place. This could be almost a league decider. We've still got a fair few games to go, but this one could really be a decider. If we win this, we pull away from the pack. That's the plan. Let's give it some. I feel the nerves. This also, from what I believe, will become the highest streak, non-losing streak, consecutive streak, however you want to say it. This will be the longest one in this division if we pull this off. And also, we would go 6 points clear. That's the biggest advantage we could possibly ask for in this game. It's exciting, it's worrying, it's nerve-wracking, it's Hertford, it's Biggleswade. The towns meet in a Goliath of matches. And things to get us off underway, we've got the first shot. They've got the best pass completion set. And it's anyone's game. They've actually got one on target. They've got a corner now as Biggleswade swing that in towards the centre. They're able to get a head on it, and Chakawa has been able to bring it out. There's Osborne on the far right-hand side, breaking away. Their defence has got some pace, so they can keep without attacking, of course. But he's got through. He brings it back. There's Jeremiah. We're 1-0 up. Get in. 12th goal for Jeremiah of the season. And Hertford Town are 1-0 up, and the crowd are loving it. And so am I. Osborne just bypasses everyone to hit that at the back post for Jeremiah, and it was a beautiful finish. We're 1-0 up. Let's not get too carried away. Stay focused, lads. They've got another corner. They're brilliant from set pieces. At least that's what they've been told. I got players on the post to prevent that. Why didn't he get it clear? He swung at it and just... I don't know. That was poor. Cox with the delivery. Bird with the head. And who's... Is that number 10? Which would be... Jemiah, the goal scorer. He scored 2 goals, technically. Oh, no, they've got another one. Rogerson's come out to claim it. I'm going to give him a shout. and I'm going to berate them. I know that's really risky at this point. It is risky. It could turn it against me. I'm hoping it's just going to spur him on to get another one as Osborne tries to break through. There's the Hoff. Finds Osborne again. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He puts it in. He's got his second goal. We're 2-1 up. We're back in the lead. This is what lower league football's all about. This is what Sunday football's all about. Osborne just breaks away there, holding off the defender, knocks it in towards the Hoff, who just returns the favour. And Osborne through and goal, passes Berman with ease. Ease. We've got a highlight straight from the kickoff. We've got a highlight straight from the kickoff. This is never good. Cox brings it forward. There's Draper. He finds Da Silva. Cox, Da Silva. Does find Draper again. He's one you've got to watch for. He's a good goal scorer, but Osborne's now picked it up after Williams intercepts. Da Silva easily takes the ball off him this time, and Cox restarts that. Passes it forward to Lacey. Knocks the ball over the top towards Goulbourne, who is an absolute beast at this level. It's a beautiful cross. Lacey's there. I mean, speechless isn't the word. It's just one for your money, two for your buck. They are clinical. They're playing well. We're playing well. It's going to be one of those. Let's fire up the team. Let's fire up the team. Come on, the crowd have come to see you win. Garzon's not having the greatest games. The defence are not having the greatest games, but William has a throw-in. He plays it to Hutchinson, who knocks it all the way back to the keeper. Rogerson's come out of the goal, back towards Williams on that far right, brings it infield to Guy, knocks it back out towards Osborne, who takes a touch, goes back into Guy. Garzon now picks it up in the centre, looks out left, and he finds Jeremiah, who's going to run down that left-hand wing, looking for the cross, swings it back in towards Garzon. Poor cross at the end of it. But we do manage to retain that, and Garzon picks it back up again in the middle. He runs in towards the 18-yard box. He has a crack. Keeper saves. It's got to be a corner, right? The whistle seemed to blow before the keeper even saved it, which is a bit weird. Williams, we know it's going far post. We've only got the one set piece in this lower league. Doesn't come to anything. It's a shame. Hutchinson's not playing too badly. Free kick. Guy over the head. He's surely not going to go from goal from there. He doesn't. He goes to Jeremiah, who's on form, and he hits a hat-trick. He's hit the hat-trick to put us back in the lead at 3-2. Get in. This man, where is he? Jeremiah. Oh, was it? Oh, no, hold on. I may be wrong. Either way, he still deserves a praise. He's got two of them, not a hat-trick. I forgot. Yeah, I do get them mixed up occasionally. We're going to remove the early cross. See if that can't help us out a little bit. We're closing in on half-time. Ball gets played over towards the top. Gardner's able to clear. O'Keefe is there. Two O'Keefes on the pitch is really, really unsettling. Williams picks it up towards the back, plays it back towards Rogerson, who's going to look to play it out from the back. Chakawa, however you want to say it. He's in the middle. Plays a long sweeping ball over the top. It's not going to get there as Da Silva picks it up nice and easy. Plays it in towards O'Keefe. Plays it towards Gleeson. Didn't really work out. And Jeremiah now has the ball on the far left. Plays it infield. There's Garzon. Osborne. Berman. Solid keeping there. Stuck to his hands like glue. And that's all she wrote for the first half. We have got a narrow lead. As you can see with the actual match story here, it is pretty darn tight. They're going to come out all guns and blazing in the second half. We've got to pull something out of the bag special for this one. So we're going to jump in a dressing room. We're going to say we could definitely do better. Defence, I don't want to upset them, so I'm just going to stick with that one. Midfield, we need you to do better, so I'm going to say keep going there as well. I'm not going to give the attack anything there. I don't want to upset them. I am worried about I am worried about Bradley Chawa. 6.4. You have to keep an eye on that. Might have to take him off. Have we got anyone that can come on for him? Not really. I took a gamble on this. Goldborn with the corner. Brings it in towards Cox. I thought they were going to have an instant reply. I'm going to give them a shout. I'm going to encourage the team. They're not going to like it, but I feel an encouragement be better than anything as Jeremiah breaks down with the ball. Plays it infield towards Osborne. Goes back to O'Keefe. Chawa's got it now. Knocks it out back towards Osborne on that far right-hand side. He's going to look for the cross. He gets it in! The Hoff is there! This man doesn't stop scoring. I mean, how many is it? 39 now? 38? 38 or 39 goals for the season. I mean, we're touching Lionel Messi amount of goals here. Blenner has it. The Hoff. Take a bow, son. Right, 57th minute. Things are looking good for us. I am tempted to tell him to focus, but we're going to hold off as Osborne picks up that ball on the far right-hand side. Does lose out, and Landio is able to bring it in. Draper picks up the ball. Dispossessed by Gee. Ends up with Hutchinson, who plays it in Osborne on the far right-hand side. He's going to look for that cross again. Pulls it back. Chihuahua's there! Thinking of taking this man off just less than 10 minutes ago. And now he's scored an absolute screamer into that bottom left for a defender. What were you doing up there? I don't care. You've scored. Get in there. Absolute rocket in a pocket. 5-2. 64 minutes play. I will be tempted to do some changes very soon because I do not need tired feet out there. Ball comes in towards the centre. It's easily picked up and Osborne and Williams are going to play it off again. Osborne again. He's lost out to Draper. Draper's been a pain. Lacey's now got a goal as well against us. Goldborn now taking it down on the right-hand side. He's going to try and do an Osborne on us. Gets that ball in towards the back post. Lando brings it back in. O'Keefe. Good block by the central defence. Was that the central defence? Can't see who that was. It's probably Williams, I believe. Goldborn with the corner. It's going to be an outswinger. Swings on out towards Cox. That was harsh. I'm sorry, but that was a little bit harsh. I'm going to tell him to focus. Probably not going to like it, but I've got to tell him to focus. 65 minutes. There is still time to lose this. We are going to pause this before there, just so we can jump into the sub bench. Hutchison needs to come off. We're going to swap him in for Gee. No, I don't want to take Brian off. I'll take... Yeah, I'll swap them around, actually. Bring Shea off for Che, who we know is a good performer. Looking at the back line, Ozaba's played well, but thinking of the defensive defenders that we have, Dutton's probably the only one that can really come in and sort of help with a bit of fitness, and that leaves us one substitute that we can use, either a winger or the attacker. Well, we're not going to be the attacker, and if it's going to be a winger, it'll be Osborne because he's losing more fitness than anyone else. However, we're not going to make a nice sub. We're going to keep one in the bank, as we do have a free kick, and Gee is over it. It's going to be a swinger. He's not going to shoot from there, surely. No, he doesn't. The Hoff brings it back in. There's Osborne. Osborne looks to turn. Finds Garzan. Has a good shot. That, to me, looked like the keeper got a hand to it, which should have been a corner. Obviously not. But to me, that's what it looked like. We've given him a shout of focus. We can't give him another shout. I was going to shout him again for focus. I just want them to stay focused. I don't want to change any settings. I don't want to give it any different instructions. I just want them to stay focused and stay sharp. We can win this as the Hoff breaks through. Whoo! I honestly thought that could have been number 6. Currently 5-3. Jack Gee is actually struggling. I'm going to do whatever it tells me to do. Curry's in for him. We're going to tell him to watch all the people we can. We've got to nurse this one. It's 87 minutes strong. And they're going to push us in this final third as Gardner brings it forward. Miller knocks through. There's Lacey. There is a gap at the back and they've found it. Good goalkeeping by Rogerson to push it out. That's a bit of a worry. I'm going to jump into the instructions just briefly. Shoot on sight. I don't want to change that. Be more disciplined. Tempo's fine. Directness is fine. We want to time waste as much as possible right now. In transition, I want to regroup. I want to hold shape. I want to slow down the pace. Distribute via the centre backs and roll it out. Yes. Out of position. I just want to slam that down. Not too far. We still want to stay on feet. I'm going to drop off more because I do not want that line coming up. Still trap on the outside and stop the crosses. That looks to me like the way to go. Can we nurse this victory? We can. Perfect. That's what we want to see. It's a 5-3 victory. That gives us breathing room at the top. And my word, did they push us in that one. I mean, it may have been 5-3. There may have been a 2-goal difference, but it was a lot closer than that when you look at the XG and the fact the match story has us almost following the same line. That's as good as win as you are all going to see, boys and girls. And I'd like to say thank you to Dominic Rogerson for joining us and playing a hell of a lot better than what I thought he was going to do then. Normally, first time out, goalkeepers don't have exactly a spark killer day. But he did well. He probably actually won us that game. Otherwise, it could have been 5-5 or we could have lost 6-3 because their strikers are lethal. There's a confirmation. Top of the table, still with a game on hand over Biggleswade Town as well. 6 points clear of Biggleswade with a game in hand and 8 point clear of our rivals Ware. This is a good day. This is a very good day with, if I believe, we have 8 games left of the season. 8 games left of the season. We could still lose it. That's the worrying thing. We could still lose it. There's only one automatic position for promotion. That's the top spot. That's where we are now, and we need to stay there. So until next time, this has been MattyG. Peace out.